What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Beers in a Parking Lot. I missed you guys yesterday. I wasn't able to get a review out, but I'm back today from the parking lot, ready to review another beer. Like I promised last week, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the hazy IPAs. I'm going to still stick with an IPA today, but it is not a hazy IPA. It is actually an Imperial IPA, or as some people like to refer to them as a double IPA. Basically, all that means is that it's a little bit stronger, a little bit more bitterness to it. Has to have at least an alcohol content. Usually they say of around 7% or higher to be considered an Imperial IPA. Some strong aroma and hoppiness to it. So that is what we'll be dealing with today. And what we will be dealing with here is Prediction Pain. It's an Imperial IPA brewed locally at Imperial Oak Brewery in Willow Springs, right on Archer Avenue and Willow Springs Road. Great brewery. They do have a full bar there, so you can get cocktails as well. They have food trucks that come in there, but here's the can. Prediction Pain, okay, Imperial IPA, and as I mentioned, to be considered an Imperial IPA or a double IPA, you need to have a stronger alcohol content. This is 8.5% alcohol by volume, so definitely a strong one for the 16-ouncer. For IBUs, or the measurement of bitterness, it is 85, so that's on the higher range, okay? So that's going to have a little bit of a bitter taste to it because of the hop content. When you talk about like a PBR or something like that, a regular lager, you're looking at like an IBU bitterness of about 10. Hazy IPAs are in that 30 range. Regular IPAs are in that 40 to 50. So an Imperial IPA with a bitterness of 85, it's going to have a little bit of bite to it. Definitely some hoppiness and some stronger aromas to it. So Prediction Pain, Imperial IPA from Imperial Oak Brewery. Let's give it a whirl here, okay? Listen for the pop. There we go. Let's go. Here we go. First rip. Pretty good. Definitely you can taste, you can taste the, it's definitely more bitter than the hazy IPAs that I usually review, but in a good way. It's not overly bitter, even with an 85 IBU. Stronger alcohol content. It does have a strong citrus aroma to it, but it's not overly fruity or overly tropical, even though that's Simcoe hops in here, Mosaic hops. So it does have a strong, definitely a stronger and hoppier taste than what I've been reviewing in the past. It's a really good beer. It has great taste to it. But it does have that, like I keep saying, a little bit of that bite and bitterness to it as an aftertaste. So if you're not into hoppy beers, you might want to stay away from this. But I enjoy it. It is an 8.5% alcohol. So maybe only one in the Beers in a Parking Lot review. Have a couple too many of these and you'll definitely be predicting pain with your head, and might end up with some compound fractures in your legs. You drink a few too many of these. Maybe pull an old Tiger. I don't know. But I'm going to finish this bad boy. Then I'll give you guys my review. Like I said, it's got a good taste. I do not mind it. I actually enjoy this brewery. They have some very, very good beers. The wide range of lagers, all the way up to stouts and porters, IPAs. It's good. Not one of my favorites, because it is such a high alcohol content. You really can't have too many of these when you're out, unless you have that Uber service ready to go. And again, not trying to drive yourself, come up with too many of these. It does have a lot of bitterness to it, more bitterness than I'm used to drinking the hazy IPAs. But that being said, it's got good flavor, good taste to it. But like I said, I'm more of a hazy IPA guy, but I figured I'd give an Imperial IPA a chance here. So you have Prediction Pain, Imperial IPA from Imperial Oak Brewery in Willow Springs. 8.5% alcohol and 85 IBU. And my CZ rating on this, 7.6. A 7.6 on the rating. I like the can colors. Like I said, drink one too many of these and you'll definitely be predicting pain in your head the next morning. like I said, you don't want to end up with a couple compound fractures. So maybe if you have more than one of these, definitely call a car service to drive you around. Maybe go home, drink 3 or 4 of these, get a little intoxicated, get on the internet, visit www.northerngills.com and place some drunk orders for some polos and quarter zips and maybe some hats. Give Scooter Beasley some business out there, and we'll go from there. So we have Prediction Pain. On the CZ scale, we had a 7.4. And till next time, my friends.